When you think of Demon Slayer, you think of Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke tearing through demons with pure heart and courage. But behind those iconic faces lies a roster of unforgettable side characters, mentors, warriors, and even demons, who were every bit as fascinating, yet barely got the spotlight they deserved. So today, let's count down 10 Demon Slayer characters who absolutely deserved more screen time. Because let's be honest, some of them could have carried their own arcs. Kagaya Ubuyashiki, the 97th leader of the Demon Slayer Corps, barely fights, yet commands respect every time he's on screen. His calm voice and unwavering compassion define him as the soul of the Corps, a man burdened by a family curse that's killing him slowly. But we only get brief glimpses of his brilliance. Imagine if we'd seen more of his mind at work, coordinating battles, managing rival Hashira egos, and emotionally carrying the weight of hundreds of Slayers' deaths. The man deserved more than a few serene speeches. He deserved an episode that showed just how far he'd go to destroy Muzan's legacy. Remember those ghostly figures who helped Tanjiro train on Mount Sagiri? Makomo and Sabito were the heart of his early growth, guiding him when he didn't even realize they were spirits. But beyond their kindness and tragic deaths, we know almost nothing about them, who they were, how they trained under Urokodaki, or what kind of bond they shared. A flashback episode exploring their friendship with Giyu and how Sabito sacrificed himself would have been a tearjerker on par with Rengoku's finale. They're proof that even Ghost and Demon Slayer can make you cry, if only we'd had more time with them. Kanai, the late flower Hashira and Shinobu's elder sister, is the quiet heartbeat of Demon Slayer's philosophy. Her dream of coexistence between humans and demons set her apart in a world built on vengeance. Yet all we know of her is through Shinobu's grief and a few fragmented flashbacks. The story of her battle against Doma, her optimism in a world drenched in blood, and how she inspired both Shinobu and Kanao could have easily been one of the most emotional mini-arcs in the anime. She was a warrior who fought for love, not hate, and we barely got to see her bloom. Murata isn't flashy. He's not a Hashira. He's just a regular guy trying to survive among legends. That's exactly why fans love him. He's clumsy, relatable, and somehow always gets caught in chaos, but never backs down. He represents the everyman of the Demon Slayer Corps, the hundreds of unnamed soldiers who fight and die in the shadows. More screen time showing his daily struggles, his training, and maybe a moment of true heroism in battle would have grounded the entire series. After all, not all heroes need breathing styles, some just need grit. She doesn't swing a sword, but without Aoi Kenzaki, half the Corps would be dead. As Shinobu's right hand, she heals the wounded, trains the weak, and keeps the mansion running with military precision. Yet we never learn what drives her, why she joined the Corps, or how she balances empathy and exhaustion in a place surrounded by suffering. An episode diving into her perspective, watching warriors come back broken, yet still pushing forward, would have added so much emotional realism to the series. Aoi's battlefield is the infirmary, and she deserves recognition for it. The duo of Tamayo and Yushiro is one of Demon Slayer's most underrated partnerships. A demon scientist fighting to undo her own curse, and a fiercely loyal assistant who'd destroy anyone who insults her, they're both fascinating. Tamayo's knowledge was the key to defeating Muzan, but we barely saw the centuries she spent hiding, experimenting, and hoping for redemption. Imagine a spin-off chronicling their secret battles, their narrow escapes from Muzan's wrath, and how she learned to weaponize demon blood for good. Their quiet war behind the scenes deserved its own story. Tengen Uzui's wife, Makio, is tough, bold, and pragmatic, the kind of kunoichi who can hold her own in any mission. But we only scratched the surface of her abilities in the Entertainment District arc. Her infiltration skills, loyalty to Tengen, and unfiltered personality made her instantly likable. A deeper look into her past, her training, and her first missions as a ninja before joining the Sound Hashira's trio would have made her even more iconic. She's the embodiment of fierce independence, a character who deserved her own battlefield. Suma is dramatic, emotional, and constantly panicking, but underneath all that chaos lies a warrior's heart. Her loyalty to Tengen and her fellow wives never falters, even when she's terrified. That's what makes her so human. If the show had given her more moments to show courage through fear, to actually take down a demon or save an ally, fans would have seen how much heart she really has. She might be the loudest of the three, but her emotions are what make the group dynamic feel real. Among Tengen's three wives, Hinatsuru stands out as the most composed and strategic. When chaos reigns, she's the one who keeps her head, literally saving Tengen's life with her well-timed poison kunai. However, we never get to see how she became that calm and collected fighter. Was she always this level-headed, or did years of missions harden her resolve? Exploring her backstory, her training, her early missions, and her partnership with Tengen would have made her one of Demon Slayer's most grounded and admirable women. Genya's story is raw, tragic, and unlike anyone else's. He can't use breathing styles, so he finds another way, consuming demon flesh to gain temporary powers. It's grotesque, self-sacrificial, and deeply human. His strained relationship with his brother Sanemi is one of the show's most powerful emotional threads, but we only glimpse fragments of it. More of Genya's grueling training, his insecurities, and the physical toll of his power would have elevated him to one of the series' most unforgettable characters. He's proof that even the broken can be brave, and he deserved far more than the time he got. And there you have it. 10 Demon Slayer characters who deserved so much more love, time, and storytelling. From fallen heroes to forgotten healers, these characters prove that Demon Slayer's world runs deeper than just sword swings and breathing styles. Which one do you wish had gotten their own arc? Kunai, Genya, or maybe Tamayo? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next arc might just give someone else their moment in the sun.